The battle rope still had all of the fuzz and dust and leaves left on them too. All right, let's lift our toes, right, left. But I'm happy because some of my equipment is going to a soccer team out in Iota, so heels up, right, then left, right, and left. I'm sure they'll be able to use it a lot more than I have been. Good. 4, 3, 2, right leg swing it front to back. So nice and tall. Hold on to something if you need to. Good. 4, 3, 2, switch it over to the other leg. So front and back. 4, 3, 2, switching to the other leg, take it out and out and in. And if you can, try to cross, at least come to the center of your body like you're standing on a balance beam. If you can cross farther, great. 2, switching to the other side, so out and cross. So just bring it in towards the midline of the body, little cross in front. If you can bring it farther, give it a shot. 3, 2, switching sides, hip circles, heel down, toe up. So squeeze the quad, think about straightening out that knee. Change direction, so good circles. 4, 3, switching to the other leg. So heel down, toe up. Nice and tall. 4, 3, change direction. 4, 3. All right, feet hip width apart. We're gonna hinge it down nice and slow and stand up tall. So one of our exercises today is going to be a swing, which is a deadlift just like this. We're just gonna try to add a little bit of power and go a little bit faster. But if you need to during that exercise, you are welcome to just do a deadlift. You don't have to do the swing portion. Down, lift. Last one, let's take it down and hold it. Arms reach to the floor, open and close your book. Glue those hips in place. So think about if you had to put your shoes on and you sit your hips back against the wall. Good. 2, bring it up, slow squat. So take it down, bring it up, take that arm, we're gonna circle it back, bring it back around to the front. So down, 2, up, switching sides, circle it around, bring it back around to the front. Slow squat, lift through the heels, circle, and bring it back. Squat, stand tall, circle. We're gonna speed it up. We're going to take it down, up, just one circle going back. Down, lift, circle it to the back. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Forward step and reach. So reach and pull. Squeeze the shoulders together. This is our precursor to our lunge. If you can go deeper, great. If you can't, stick with what you've got today. Keep the forward step, cross body, reach corner to corner. Good. 4, 3, 2, side to side lunge today. Take it out, press in the middle. Feel free to go slower. Now that I finally, at my old age, finally got rhythm, sort of, my body keeps up with the music. But this is one of our exercises today, so we're practicing. 4, 3, 2, let's bring it into the center. We're gonna march or jog, whatever feels better for you today. So remember, today's workout can be high impact or low impact, or a combination of the two. 4, 3, jumping jacks, out and in, tap and tap. Good. 4, 3, 2, let's march it out, shake it out, roll the shoulders, grab a drink. And you're probably thinking, we haven't done our plank walkouts. We haven't, because today's workout is all standing. we don't go to the floor today. So what we have 2 circuits. We have a strength circuit and a cardio circuit. Strength, you have 5 exercises, 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest, 2 rounds. And then cardio, we also have 5 exercises. Yes, I can math today, I promise. 5 exercises, 30 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, and 3 rounds. If we have time, we have 4 standing core exercises, but we'll see how that goes. We're gonna start with dumbbell swings with a curl into a squat. So that's just a deadlift with power, a curl into a squat. Second exercise, tricep kickbacks. Third exercise is the side lunge with overhead press. Then we have deadlifts with rows, and then we have lunges with front raises. So a lot of compound work today. And we're gonna do all 5 exercises and go right back into it. So there's not gonna be any rest between that first set and the second set. But we have 45 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So first option is we just deadlift, curl, squat, and stand, okay? Deadlift, curl, squat, and stand. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, swing, curl, squat, and stand. So hinge it back, curl it, stand up nice and tall. This requires a little bit more control, especially of your core. We're controlling that momentum. Curl and swing, squat to stand. 10 seconds, and we're gonna go for tricep kickbacks. This is our only exercise where we are doing just one muscle. Good, rest. Getting ready for tricep kickbacks. If you want to, do all one side and sink into a bit of a lunge. But if you want to do both arms at the same time, go for it. Here's 2 and 1. So we kick it up, take it back, bring it in. So this is me sinking into my lunge. I'm getting isometric work here. Doesn't have to be a big lunge. Just shift your weight into that front leg. Back toe is there just for a little moral support. If you want to do half and half, you can switch sides here, or round 1 on one side, round 2 on the other. That just kind of depends on how your legs and arms are feeling today. We've got 10 seconds. We're going to go side lunge, overhead press. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, side lunge, overhead press. 1 dumbbell or 2. It's completely up to you. So you can hold 1 dumbbell on the ends. You can do all one side, round 1, switch sides, round 2. Here we go. So side lunge, step, press, and down. Side lunge, step, press, and down. You can absolutely do just legs here, or stick with a really light weight for that overhead press. So nice, good lunge. Reach for the sky. Good, we've got 15 seconds. And I know I'm kind of arching my low back a little bit, so really think ribs tucked. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, deadlift with a row. I'm gonna do alternating kickstands. So it requires a little bit of thinking, but feet hip width apart, and you're good to go. So I'm just gonna do my kickstand, row, and then switch. Here we go. So hinge, lift, stand, and I'm gonna switch feet. So I'm gonna be alternating. Oh, I gotta do my row. Come up, and then switch. If you feel better just keeping both feet flat on the floor, doing a traditional deadlift, go for it. Some days our brains kind of have a mind of their own, and they don't want to cooperate, and that's okay. Good, 10 seconds, a little bit less. Then we're gonna go for lunges and front raises. Good, dumbbells down. Grab weights you feel comfortable doing front raises with. So regular reverse lunge, front raise. You can do one dumbbell, hold it at the ends, or you can do two. Here we go. So option one, lunge, stand, and lift. Lunge, stand, lift. Option two, lunge, front raise in the bottom, and then come up nice and tall. This is another one if you prefer. Lunge it back, opposite arm. This is going to get a little bit of core, especially if you are going a little bit heavier today. We've got 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, going back to dumbbell swing, curl, and squat. So we've got about 10 minutes of strength, and then we'll move into 10 minutes of cardio. So 3, 2, and 1. So your first option, deadlift, curl it up, squat, and stand. So this is your just deadlift, not a lot of power, which is okay, or swing like you're getting something heavy and you've got to pick it up. Pick it up, get it to your shoulders, catch it, and then sit down. Hinge, lift. The only difference between the deadlift and the swing is the speed. Got to add a little bit more control here. 10 seconds. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Tricep kickbacks. Last time I did half and half. So I'm going to do both arms. I'm still going to do half and half. Here's 2 and 1. So nice, good kickback. Again, this is the only one where we're kind of focusing on one muscle. But I want you to find a weight that can challenge those triceps. Good. Switching legs. If you're going to do half and half with me, if you did single arm, switch arms. 15 seconds. So shoulders down and back. Pull them down, elbows up, pointing to the wall behind you, or pointing to the ceiling if you got overhead. 2 and 1. Good job. Side lunge, overhead press. So remember, you got that single dumbbell, just hold it on the end. 3, 2, and 1. So side lunge, push off, and this is an option. If you want to do the overhead press, but you're not sure your shoulders are going to be okay with it, alternate. You're still going to get that overhead. It's just going to make it a little more shoulder safe, a little bit more of a break. Good, we have 15 seconds. Side lunge, bring it up, press to the ceiling. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Kickstand, deadlift with a row, or just both feet flat, deadlift with a row. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Your first option, feet flat, hinge, row, stand tall. Weight is even across both feet. Option 2, kickstand, hinge, row, stand, switch feet, kickstand, hinge, row, and stand. This one requires just a little bit more thinking. Good, 15 seconds. And we're gonna go for our lunges with our front raises, or you're welcome to do a lunge with a side raise instead. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, switch weights if you need to. Lunges, I'm gonna do side raises. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So good lunge, stand tall, side raise. This is another one. You can lunge at the bottom, or side raise at the bottom, side raise at the top, or lunge, lift, lunge, lift. So it's a little bit harder if you're holding it at the bottom, but you're still getting the same exercise if you do it at the top. We've got 10 seconds. We're gonna get a little rest, a little break. Set those dumbbells off to the side. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Dumbbells down. So we're gonna put our equipment away, grab a drink. We're gonna run through the different exercises that you're gonna do for cardio. Going kind of sport-based today. So first exercise, Heisman. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now you can just do marching, or you can do the jog, the cha-cha. Then we're gonna do forward and back hops. You can do little hops, little quick steps forwards. Then we're gonna do narrow squat jacks. We've done these before. Down, lift, down, lift. So it's a mini squat in the middle. There's a line. Jog or march, forward, but we're gonna travel, and then we're gonna switch leads, forward and back. Then we have fast feet, out, out, in, and we're just gonna, you can march it. You don't have to jog it, okay? So 30 seconds work, 10 seconds rest. We have 3 rounds. We're going all the way through all 3 times with no rest. So it's 10 minutes, 30 seconds. We're gonna start with our Heismans in 3, 2, and 1. So 30 seconds is just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I want you to get that knee up there. So even if you're just doing the march, I want you to think 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we're trying to go quick, side to side movement. It's a double step touch with the knee. That's all this is. We do this in cardio kickboxing all the time. Or it's a cha-cha. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You get that hold in there. Good, 10 seconds rest. Forward and back hops. So you can little jumps or you can hop. It's completely up to you. Here we go. So hop and hop. Now here's an option if you're like, I want to do hops, but I don't know if I can do forward and back. Hop right in place. Hop right in place. Little jump, soft knees. The forward and back is just an option. You can go slow, you can go fast, kind of like a pogo stick. That's the great thing, is you modify it based on what you need. Here's 2 and 1. 10 seconds rest. Narrow squat, jumping jack, okay? You can tap it, you're golden. 2 and 1. So narrow squat, jack, jack. You can actually add a little weight shift, side to side, here and here, or little squat. Good jack. We've done these before. We've done these where we do the leg lift. Today we're not doing the leg lift. We're going quick. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, this is where jogging or marching forwards and back, where it's traveling side to side. So if you're going to the left, left leg is gonna go first. So forward and back. So if you're going to the left, your left leg is gonna go first. And then we go to the right, we switch. Right leg is going to go first. So right, left, moving sideways. I actually have a line right down the middle of my floor. This floor is 2 pieces. So I'm just traveling forwards and backwards over my line. You can do this with a mat, just make sure you're not tripping over the edge of your mat. 2 and 1. Fast feet, fast feet. You can do all right, then all left, and then try to alternate or alternate all 3 rounds. Out, out, in, out, out, in. So just find Out, out, in, okay? If you've got the line, stand on the line, straddle the line, come back to the line. Straddle and come back. So out and in. Even if you're marching, wide, wide, narrow, narrow. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going back for our Heisman. We're going back for our Heisman. Remember, we're trying to do all 10 minutes without stopping. 2 and 1. So right here, double touch with a knee lift. If you want to get the heart rate up on the knee lift, you can take the arms up, or quick feet, little cha-cha side to side. So this workout is getting a little bit of agility. So yes, we're training like an athlete here, but it's beneficial for everybody. This trains things that makes our daily living a lot better and a lot easier. 2 and 1. Forward and back hops. If you were stepping, I want you to step with your other leg first. So if you were doing right, left, we got to do left, right here. Here we go. So forward and back. So this is your low impact jump, okay? This is your, I want to do this, but I don't want to jump. Or if you were with me, just jump. Little jumps or little heel lifts, and then kind of slam the heels to the floor, but brace your core. That's going to protect your low back. But the jumps are bone density. That impact is building your bones. 3, 2, and 1. Narrow squat jacks. Narrow squat jacks. So that's our little squat and our tap out or our jump out. 2 and 1. So little squat, tap, little squat, tap. You can go slow, but I want you to think a little bit quicker. You're getting ready to get up from behind the couch and yell surprise. So down and up. And it's a very tall backed couch. You're okay, but if you want to come here, here, out and in. So mini squat, jump it up, or tap it up. Here's 2 and 1. Forward, back, jog or march with our line going down and coming back. So if I had a mat running the long way, I'm facing it and I go forward right here. So I'm on my mat, off my mat, and I switch feet forwards and backwards. Remember, you can absolutely march it. You're still going to have to do a little bit of agility, a little coordination. So low impact right here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So fast feet. If you were doing right, left before, we got to do left, right now. So we got to make the other leg go first. Here we go. So out, out, in. Sometimes this hurts our brains, so we automatically go with our right leg or left leg if you're a lefty. We got to switch sides. Even if you're jogging, out, out, in, wide, wide, straddle, straddle. Using those big muscles, out and in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We have one more round. We're 3 rounds here. So we're going to start with our Heismans, our double touch or our jog right here. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it's a little cha-cha. If you have to, cha-cha in the middle. So this is still going to be good for you. A little bit less inner outer thigh, a little bit less direction change, but that's okay because we have that in other exercises. So you can just triple cha-cha-cha, good step. But if you can make it quicker, bigger, or a little faster, it's going to be harder. Here's 2 and 1. Getting ready, front back hops. Front back hops. I'll try to catch you if you want to do half right, half left, or if you want to just alternate. So if you're doing forward, back, right here, switch feet. Right, left, 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 right. Or just do your hops, do your bounces. Little bounces are just as good as the bigger ones. So I'm not going very far. Soft knees. We never want to land with locked out knees. here, not for us. 3, 2, and 1. Narrow squat jacks. Narrow squat jacks. These are just kind of like our star jacks, a little different. 3, 2, 1. So little squat, jack up. Little squat and jack. And yes, it can be little, okay? Arms out. But if you can make it bigger, or you can jump, you choose. Good, 10 seconds. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 2 more exercises. We have front back, sideline jog, and then we have our fast feet. 2 and 1. So again, if you're moving left, left foot goes first. When you come back and you're moving right, right leg goes first. I should have tossed in some crossovers today. We might do that to cool off. We'll see. Good, less than 10 seconds. Good, 3, 2, and 1. All right, fast feet. So option 1, I'll try to tell you halfway. Option 2, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right. Here we go. So out, in, add a little tap and pause to switch. Out, in, tap, out, in, tap, out, in, tap. Or in about 3 seconds, you're gonna switch your lead foot. Out and in, out and in. So you're halfway. So if you started with your right leg the whole time, you should be on your left now. Ooh, when you try to go faster, it's harder. Here's 2 and 1. Walk around, grab a drink. How many do we have? All right. So we've got 4 core exercises. If you've got a dumbbell, you're going to grab it for all of them. So single dumbbell. What we're going to do is we're going to do a side lunge with a halo. Side lunge, halo. Okay? I think I'm going to switch my time. And then we're going to do a weighted march. So just grab a dumbbell or 2, march it out. And then we're going to do a farmer's carry on the right, farmer's carry on the left. And we're going to, I want to do this 2 rounds. We're going to do 40 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, 2 rounds. So grab a dumbbell, hold it on the ends. If you don't want to use a dumbbell, grab a ball. That works too. But side lunge halo and focus on the halo in 3, 2, and 1. So nice and tall. So we just step out to the side, go to the opposite shoulder, circle around the head, then step out to the side, circle it around, out, and circle. And if you're like, my legs are done, just do the halos. You can be right here, hip, opposite shoulder, circle, hip, opposite shoulder, and circle. We brace our core. This is some shoulder mobility in addition to core work. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weighted march. 1 dumbbell in the center. You can have 1 in each hand if you want to make it a little bit harder. 2 and 1. So we brace our core. What does that mean? This is not braced. This is not braced. Little tuck, ribs get pulled down towards your hips, and we try not to weeble wobble. We try not to weeble wobble. So it's really hard for me. I know on one side I tend to kind of wiggle a little, but we want to try not to do hips out and in, nice and tall. So slow and steady is the name of the game here. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna go for our farmer's carry, one heavy dumbbell on one side only. We're gonna walk around. Good, time is on. So same thing, tuck your tail, brace your core. I'm gonna walk forwards and backwards. My knee is kind of fussing today. I'm sure it's just because I slept on it wrong. So I'm gonna walk it forwards, and then I'm gonna very deliberately walk back, toe, ball, heel. So we walk forwards, heel, ball, toe. We walk backwards, toe, ball, heel. Shoulder down and back. We don't have to plaster the dumbbell to the leg. You can be hanging. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Short rest. Switch it over to the other hand. Same thing. Shoulders down and back. Give yourself a little bit of space right here. So we're going to walk it forwards, and then we're going to walk it backwards. Think about your body position, especially if we start to go heavier with these weights. We kind of start to find that we're leaning, right? And I notice that sometimes if I have to carry something that's a little bit heavier than what I'm used to, I wind up leaning. And sometimes you have to, but we want to use that core to stay nice and tall. Good. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Short rest. We've got one more round to go. We're going to start with our side lunge with our halo, or take out the side lunge, just do your halo. Just do your halo. So right here, you just do like hip, shoulder, circle it around, hip, shoulder, circle it around. And your trick, keep it close to your body. I know it depends on your hips and your shoulders, but we want to try to keep it as close to our bodies as we can. And I know sometimes yours might be up here, but I still want you to try. Think about circling around the head. The side lunge is just extra. So out, circle. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weighted march. If you want to make this harder, bump up your weights, or right here. So weighted march. So this is going to be a little bit harder than having it down by your hips. This is a progression, but it's hard to see, but my dumbbells are not resting on my shoulders, and I'm not letting my dumbbells come forwards. I'm lifting them up. Shoulders are packed against my torso, nice and tall. And if you're just thinking, nope, I'm out today, that's all right. You're still getting the workout here. This is just a little bit harder if you're ready for it and you're feeling it today. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. We've got 2 more exercises. Less than 2 minutes of work. We're going to do our farmer's carry. Shoulders down, ribs a little bit tucked. Walk it forwards. Walk it all the way back. If you're doing forwards and backwards, just make sure you know what's behind you. Know what's behind you. So just a really good walk, very deliberate. Good, 10 seconds. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switching hands. Same thing, just a nice good forwards and backwards walk. 2, 1, shoulders down and back. Pull the ribs down a little bit towards the pelvis. You should still be able to breathe when you brace your core. So bracing your core is not sucking in and holding your breath. It's just tightening up to support your spine. This is where I think if you've been coughing or that really good sneeze, everybody knows the one you've been waiting for like 3 hours, that really, really good sneeze, or if you've been laughing really hard, and you kind of get that, oh, my tummy hurts feeling. I know we've all had that at least once. And that's kind of what you want, is just that nice tight feeling, but you can still breathe, unlike the laughing fit. Good, rest. Walk around, shake it out. Grab a drink of water. All right. We're going to get ready for our stretching. So let's take our legs a little bit wide. Toes pointing forwards or a little bit out to the corner. We're going to do standing cat-cow. If you need to sit, you can sit. Hands on the thighs. We're just going to inhale, and then we're going to exhale. So notice I'm keeping my head above my heart. Inhale and exhale. So breathe at your own speed. Breathe at your own speed. This isn't one where I want you trying to keep up with the music. I just want you to take nice deep breaths. Most of us, our heart rate has probably dropped a little bit because I know we're all in amazing shape. All right, let's roll it all the way back up. We're going to walk ourselves in. Take your right leg and we're going to take heel down, toe up, nice and tall. We're going to start with just our single leg hinge and then lift. Hinge and lift. And what I want you to focus on is rotating your pelvis over the head of your femur and keeping your head in line with your pelvis. Should feel a little stretch in the back of that knee, in the back of your leg. Good, one more. Bring it up, standing nice and tall. We're just gonna circle it back and then back around to the front. Thumb up, rotate pinky down. Same thing, thumb up, rotate pinky down. So we're adding in that little bit of a turn right at the top. Last one. Let's take that leg, we're gonna lift it up, step it to the back, heel down, toe, heel down, all 10 toes pointing forward, your back knee is straight, and we're just gonna do a little bicep curl. Spread your fingers, keep them spread as far apart as you possibly can. Good, keep the back heel down. Now we're gonna press the back knee forwards like we're pushing it over our toes, but the heel stays down. If you're really, really tight, just step in with that back leg a little bit. 2 and 1. Bring it in. Lift your toe, tuck your tail, squeeze the glute, drop it down into a little mini lunge. And we're gonna hold. If you want to stand and grab your ankle and do it that way, you can. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that back leg, step it in just a little bit. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. I'm gonna turn, so front leg, heel is down, toe is up, and we're going to push the hip back and hinge, and then lift. So the leg that you're officially standing on, the foot is flat, you can soften your knee a little bit, but we're hinging, and then we're lifting. So imagine, pinkies are right in the crease, and you're making a finger sandwich between your pelvis and your thigh. Good hinge, good lift. Nothing else moves, just that little squeeze. Good, one more. Stand up nice and tall. Let's take our arm up and back around into that circle. Thumb up, rotate, bring it back around. Good, so lift and circle, bring it back. One more time, lift and back. Let's take that front leg, we're gonna step it back, heel down, all 10 toes are pointing forwards, belly's in, we're going to squeeze and then bring it together in the front. So squeeze and together. If you wanna make this a little bit harder, rotate from the shoulders so that your palms are facing the ceiling, and we have to keep them that way the whole time. Good, back leg, heel stays down, press that back knee forwards. You may notice we get to here, and then as soon as we get to this point, we start to rotate. So try to think about keeping those palms all the way up. Here's 2 and 1. Bring it in, arms down, lift your heel, tuck your tail, squeeze your glute, drop it down, mini lunge. The squeezing the glute is telling the muscles on the front, relax. So these ones are tight. These ones should theoretically relax. So if you notice that you always have certain muscles that are tight, might be because the other ones aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing. Bring it in, feet hip width apart, big breath in, hands to the back of the head. Exhale, take it back to the hands to the small of your back. So breathe it in and take it back. I want you to try to keep your hand glued to the wall on the way up and the way down. So maybe that means that you're here and that you're down here. Here's 2. And last one. Shoulders down, roll the shoulders up, back and down into your back pocket. Let's pull the shoulders down, hold it here, side to side, head tilt, ear to shoulder. Opposite ear is going to lift up towards the ceiling. Head up. Let's look to one side, look over to the other. Here's 2 and 1. Bring it in the center. Big breath in. Spread the fingers. Spread the toes. Exhale. Big breath in and out. And you are all done.